Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, we're going to look at the very first car that I ever painted and kind of restored because as you'll see in a while, this car was pretty much ready for the junkyard. I believe it was a 98 Tiburon. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now, around the time that I started doing this project, I had recently just finished school for collision repair and auto body refinish. And I had just started my first job in the field, so I took this up as a project. Now the car had been in an accident, so obviously this door was trashed. It was the first thing to go. So the door's off, and I started pulling the front right fender. And here's just a closer up of that. And here's with the fender completely off. Took a bit of work to get that done. Here's the right quarter panel. It had a giant dent right there. I had to do a lot of sanding. You see there's rust. So yeah, you can see down here I cut out the rust and I'm going to make patches for it. And I filled in any dents or anything like that with a filler. I cut out the sheet metal behind. It was also full of rust. And there goes the new patch that I didn't weld in. The patch is held in with panel bonding adhesive. So after I clamped that part down, I gave it a full 24 hours to completely cure, and after that it was great. And this is the left quarter panel, and it's pretty much the same thing: dings, dents, scratches, rust. So same thing on this side, cut out the rust and make more patches for it. And the hood had a crazy hail damage, so I started sanding everything down to get the paint off. I put a coat of I believe I put filler on it first, like glaze, and then this is a first coat of primer. I went pretty heavy on it. Now this is the door that we actually did end up using on the car. So this is what it looked like before. The edge of it was smashed in from like the door being swung open way too hard or something like that. So I did any body work that I had to do. Here it is in primer. And the both fenders were trash for this car, so I just ended up buying new fenders and got those primered. Here was the fuel door, just sanded that down and primered it as well. Now here goes the first quarter panel that I showed you guys on the right side. As you can see, I did all the body work, everything looks good. I primered it. And here goes the spoiler on the trunk, also primered. And here goes the left fender, again that's a new fender as well. And then I started the painting process, and I really wanted to take everything apart to um, to do it as best of a job as I can. I'm very picky about these type of things, and I like for them to turn out as well as they can. So I decided to take as much as I can apart, within reason. And I can't tell if this is the other door handle or if it's the same one. These are both of the mirrors. I have them hanging up as I painted them. And initially I didn't like that I just hung them up and painted them like that. So once the paint and the clear coat completely cured, I decided to take everything apart and I kind of repainted them. I really wanted the paint to get in, in all the jams. And I didn't want for someone to look closely and you could see, the old paint, or somewhere where I didn't get new paint. So I tried to take, like I said, I try to take apart as much as I can. Now these are the door hinges. Head and took any rust off of them and gave them a fresh coat of paint. I did that for both sides of the car. Here's the rear bumper of the car. Again, just sanded it down, filled, use some filler and painted it. This is actually the first thing that I went ahead and painted on the car, which is the brand new fender. I figured it would be the best thing to go ahead and paint, just to test out how the paint was gonna lay out and everything like that. So I figure a brand new fender, that looks pretty much clean would be the best option. I believe this is the driver's side door, the one that we just saw previously, that I fixed the skin of it. And yeah, like I said, I want to try to get into many places I can, so when people open the door, it doesn't look like crap. So um, did any rust repair inside the door and went ahead and painted inside the door. I even had to gut and pull out all of the wires and all that stuff. Here goes the door jamb right here. Everything's look nice, so I painted inside the door jambs as well. Here goes the rear spoiler, and in the corner is a fuel door, so all of that came out nice as well. And here's pretty much, I want to say all of the car was painted at this point right here. Maybe not the roof, but yeah, I was very happy with the way the car was turning out. It was looking very nice, as you could see in this photo. Um, so yeah, I thought it was turning out nice. And here I finally got the hood painted. Last night to go ahead and paint it because I did it outside, and I actually got like a few mosquitoes like stuck in the clear coat, and a few other imperfections, but it didn't really matter. I was gonna end up wet sanding and buffing the whole car anyway. Now here's after I wet sanded it with a 1500 grit, and I buffed it with I believe a 3M compound. That was a stage 1. And as you can see, I mean, look at the reflection of the items that are sitting in the garage. I mean, it looks great. It looks fantastic. I mean, for a customer's car that I was working on, I thought it turned out very well. So this is the first day I brought the car out of the garage when I was finished with it. I wasn't finished with the wet sanding and buffing, but the car was all together and it was pretty much drivable. So looking from ready for the junkyard, it doesn't look to be a half bad car now. It looks way better. I wish I had pictures of how it looked when it was just sitting on the street before I even started working on it, but I don't. Um, in fact, I wish I could have shot video of all of this, but this is all I have. All I have are these photos, so it's better than nothing, right? But the front end turned out very nice. The fenders fit great. The car also got a new front and passenger seat that we picked up at a local junkyard that we got the one of the doors from, but the seats were in great condition, so it helped the interior very much. So that's about it, guys. This is my first car that I ever tried to restore and do a complete paint job, and hopefully it's not my last. And I'm just really excited to share this with you guys. I thought it would be neat to show more people. So I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.